On December 31st, 2008, I was diagnosed with stage 2 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Happy New Year, right? Actually, it was. I'd been unofficially jaunting to haunted places since the 90s, but in March 2009, thanks to cancer and while still undergoing chemo, I launched Haunt Jaunts as my get-off-the-couch recovery project. For the last 11 years, I've roamed the globe as HJ's ambassador of dark and paranormal tourism. Thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic, I've finally had time to catch up and do something I've wanted to all along but never have: share my story and my travels. My name is Courtney Maroc, and I'm a restless spirit. These are my Haunt Jaunts. Welcome to the dark side of travel. The last stall on the left. This is the case of the Possessive Potty Poltergeist, which you will find in the Captain Cook Hotel's haunted bathroom. Let's find out why it's permanently occupied. So this looks like just any restroom, right? Which it is. I'm in the hotel Captain Cook, and spin around this way and give you a view. Has great mirrors. Murals like this one. Here's the hall. I'm in the lower level, and apparently there's a ghost story about a locked stall, which we took the ghost tour last night. And when we first checked in, I learned about this, that there was supposedly a ghost in the restroom. And then on the ghost tour, I learned that it's the last stall on the left that's locked, which it was. But today, I'm gonna go in and see if I can get a photo of, well, I got a photo, but I want to actually get more footage. I want to stand on the stall next to it and see about getting the shot. Okay, so this is the bathroom where, unfortunately, a woman committed suicide, and I don't know your name, so if you're here, ghost, I'm very sorry. And maybe you don't know you're a ghost, but legend has it, a rumor has it, that you're very territorial of that last stall on the left. Anyways, I'm gonna turn off now, but this is the bathroom. Filming in the bathroom while telling you why there's a possessive potty poltergeist in the last stall on the left didn't quite work out, so let's try this. What is the ghost story involving that stall? It's actually a pretty sad one, if it's true. I couldn't find any newspaper accounts to verify if this tragedy happened. Then again, it might have been kept out of the news because I'm sure the hotel surely wouldn't have wanted such press. The story goes that a young woman shot herself in that last stall during a party celebrating the grand opening of the Captain Cook's second tower. Those who have seen her describe her as a woman in white, the ghost of the woman, not the deceased corpse, though there's no indication that she died while wearing white. Over the years, women using the bathroom, but especially ones using that stall in particular, have reported varying levels of paranormal activity. On the mild end, women have reported feeling uneasy or like they feel like they're being watched, which is never a good feeling anywhere, but definitely not when you're in a bathroom. Privacy, please. Ramping it up a little bit, some women have reported feeling sick after a visit to the Hotel Captain Cook's loo. In fact, on our ghost tour, Richard, our guide, warned us women to be nice when we entered the ghost domain, as she doesn't take kindly to strong personalities. He said it wasn't uncommon on his tours over the years for the brazen women in the group, you know, the ones with big personalities who go in making a ruckus. They were always the ones to come out and end up feeling sick afterwards. And even he said several had fainted on his tours. On the more aggressive end, the ghost has done things that more resemble poltergeist activity, like violently shaking the stall walls and even grabbing toilet users by their ankles, which I don't know about you, but I'd be glad to be on the toilet if the walls started shaking, and I would for sure be glad to be on a toilet if somebody suddenly grabbed me from behind by my ankles, because I'm positive I'd squeak out a number 2. And toilet paper, I'm not sure I'd even bother with it in my mad scramble to flee as fast as I could, because I'm not even sure I would be thinking about that at all, which sounds messy and humiliating. And perhaps that's why it was permanently closed. Maybe the operations manager could foresee a catastrophe like that happening and wanted to spare anyone from having to endure that, including those who would have to clean it up. It was actually a woman who experienced the ankle grab and the shaking walls who was the catalyst for why the last stall on the left is permanently out of use. The woman was personal friends with a Hickle family member in charge of hotel operations at the time of her experience, and the Hickles are the ones who built the hotel. The operations manager decided enough was enough. She didn't know if there was any truth to the ghost stories, but she knew that her friend wasn't prone to pranks or exaggeration. Her fear was very sincere. If she said she'd experienced that, she had. Something had to be done, but what? The operations manager decided to ask the ghost. So she started paying visits to see what she could do to make the ghost less angry and less, not scare the guests as much. So from time to time, she'd go down to the bathroom, and maybe she even still does to this day, and talk with the ghost. She would fill her in on hotel happenings and that sort of thing. It seemed to appease the spirit, because guests reporting spooky incidents in the bathroom dropped. They still happened, but just not as much. The operations manager also ordered that stall's door remain shut, so that, you know what, ghost, if you like this stall so much, this is the one you want, it's yours. However, the door didn't always stay shut. Was it the ghost opening it back up, like how she said to sometimes turn the lights on and off? Or did the cleaning people sometimes forget to shut it? How would you make sure that the stall stay closed? The operations manager had an idea. Bolt it shut. I had to see for myself if that was true, so I stood on the toilet in the stall next to it, and sure enough, it is. However, that led to more questions when I saw what was in the toilet bowl. I'm assuming it's toilet bowl cleaner, which it probably is, but that made me wonder, how often does that stall get cleaned? And how do they do it? Does somebody crawl under the door? Do they balance on the toilet, in the stall next to it and hang over? And how do they decide who the unlucky soul is who gets to clean the toilet? Or is it a brave soul who volunteers for the task? Or does that toilet bowl cleaner, it just stays there like that? And the fact that the color was green also struck me as funny, because images of Slimer ran through my head. Because, like I said, I'm only assuming that's toilet bowl cleaner.